Let me reverse. Children at Madison, I'm so excited to be here with you today. We have so many exciting things happening in our school. I know a lot of people have already had a chance to see that there's something kind of magical and mysterious happening in the hallways. One day we came back from spring break and there was just three 4x8 boards were on the hallway already attached. And then a day or so later, all of a sudden they were filled with black paint. What exactly is happening in the hallways? Boys and girls, we have a very exciting mural that is getting put up this year. It's going to represent this year, and a lot of people in the school have already had an opportunity to sign our name on it, so the school as a whole can have their DNA on it. Sitting right here with me is a very accomplished artist. This is Amy Putney Koeing. Did I say that correct?
Hi, Koeing. You're real
Koenig,
close.
Sorry, I'm so close. Koenig. Okay, great. And we have previously met along the way. We kind of have some similar kind of artistic friends, so it's always fun when we have an opportunity to collaborate together. So, Amy, welcome to Madison, and how are you doing today?
Hi there. Thank you, Howard. I'm doing great today. And hello, Madison Elementary. I'm super excited to work with you, the fifth graders, some fourth graders. Design of a mural. And so I'm lucky enough to be an artist in the community, and I make paintings and I do drawings and collage. And something I really enjoy doing is coming into schools and taking those plain white walls and really popping them with color and words and images. And it means a lot to me to work with the students, to work with the kids, to invite them to collaborate with ideas and thoughts and messages. So I'm really excited to be here. We're going to get that. I'm going to put one more coat of black on that wall, and then we'll meet with the students and we'll talk about, you know, what messages, whether it's a message in a word or a phrase, or it's a message in a picture, a drawing, or a combination of both that they want to give across, because public art is really important. And I'm sure you students have seen amazing public art in the community. It's coming up more and more, but in your school, the idea is that it helps uplift you. It helps you see how bright and amazing and fun school can be, and how you are in the world and in your community, to your teachers, to your family, and how we can brighten up the world around us to spread some positivity and to have fun with it. I'm really excited to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy. Well, and something else to keep in mind, this has been a year unlike any year that any of us has ever experienced. And really, this is going to be a time that years and years and years from now, people are going to ask us what it was like to live kind of during this pandemic. And I'm so proud that in our school, we're going to have this symbol of just hope and kind of accomplishment that we accomplished on this very challenging year. So fourth and fifth grade students at Madison, I'm so excited that you're all going to be a part of this. So Amy is nice enough that she actually had an opportunity to prepare a little bit of a slideshow to kind of show us some of her art. I'm going to go ahead and pop that up now, and then Amy's going to kind of talk to us a little bit about that. Is that all right, Amy?
That's great. Thank you.
Awesome. Yep, let's take one moment. We're all used to waiting at this point. Can you see my screen?
I can see your screen. Yep. There we go. Mural from Madison Elementary, Amy Putney Koenig and students. Perfect. I might have spelled elementary wrong. I was in a hurry.
That's okay.
Next slide. Yeah. You can go to the next one if it will let you. Okay, awesome. This one is, I've done a few murals in schools, and so they're super fun. This was at Clive Learning Academy, and so their mascot is a tiger. And I did a couple in that in that school working with the students. And so you can see there's things that the students talked about that they love. You know, that school has a therapy dog. So their therapy dog is in the corner. There's a light bulb that says think big. There's a rainbow, and there's kind of the things that they live by at the school. The motto, caring, respectful community. We are a team. I like to throw in things like you're amazing and put in a sun and moon and homes. You can go to the next one. it might just want to try to be a slideshow. So if it will let you go one at a time, that would be great.
Is it not letting me move?
We're still on the second one. We kind of skipped over the first one, but that's okay.
Is it still not moving for us?
Not moving.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. So you know what I think I might do for the sake of time, just to make sure that we can get everything we need to within this interview. I think I'll go ahead and send this to the teachers so they can kind of go through that. But it was interesting, Amy, to kind of hear you talk about how you start putting symbols and different things that exist within your murals. It seems like it's very important for you to represent things that exist in the school. Can you comment a little bit on that?
Yes. So lots of schools have sort of their community things that everyone knows, and the particular like Clive that really loves cats, and so you get to know your teachers and your students and the things that they love and the things that kind of represent them. There's a school in Urbandale, they have a rabbit, and so they always have a black and white rabbit. They also have popcorn on certain days of the week. So it's those little traditional things. Books are a big thing in school because a lot of kids love reading, and a lot of teachers and so books in, put a lot of pizza in. People like pizza, people like lunch. So there's some fun symbolism that way. We look at our neighborhoods. Where do we live? Where do we play? What sports do we like to do? Who do we look up to? What messaging do we talk about when we work together? And those kind of things are great symbolism to me.
Yes, well, now you're bringing up the idea of symbolism. One of the things that fifth grade students have been working on at Madison is the idea of what makes a social leader of change. What qualities do these different people kind of possess that live inside of them? And it kind of got my mind to thinking about different leaders of social change that I've seen recently, and maybe some of the characteristics that exist inside of them. So one person that came to mind for me was the poet. Was it Amanda? What was her last name?
Yes, Amanda
Gorman.
Yeah, it's with the G. Yes.
That's right. I just wanted to make sure I said it correctly. So Amanda Gorman, obviously there was a moment where we saw Amanda Gorman in the inauguration deliver just this amazing spoken word poem. And it really seemed like within the country, it almost elevated that art form, where all of a sudden everyone was so interested in what is spoken word. That was so interesting. It seems like it put a spotlight on that. And as that time kind of continued to go on, it was so interesting to hear Amanda Gorman talk about different elements of what it took for her to get to that point, to be able to kind of be someone that's kind of an agent for change, or really kind of talking about her own experience and how she views the world. And one thing that she talked about, how she was someone that had a speech impediment growing up, and spoken word and poetry specifically spoke to her because it really allowed her to focus on something to get better, or there was some kind of adversity that existed. And really it was for the betterment of her getting over whatever that obstacle was, that us as a country had that moment of having that wonderful artistic experience. I'm curious for you, if does your mind go anywhere when it comes to an idea of a leader? And, you know, I'm talking about someone kind of famous, but it could be anybody. It could be your mom or your dad. I'm just curious to you, what does a leader mean to you? And what are some of the characteristics they possess?
Well, that is exactly what I was thinking of when you mentioned leader. I always like to kind of spin something around to remind ourselves that we get to be the leaders. Like, we want to look outside, and it's wonderful to be inspired by the Amandas, and I love the spoken word. I love the healing magic of poetry. And example she is, and we have so many examples to look up and to shape, but also I like to remind students that they are leaders, that they are the next leaders, that they get to look within their own personal, symbolism and their life and what they're going through and how they feel and what makes them feel good and connected, and how do we move forward? Because sometimes it's there's a way of, when we think about how do I make the room a better place, not about what am I getting from this room, just that, but what am I getting and what am I giving? How am I coming in? How am I seeing if someone is struggling? How can I help them? If I'm struggling, how can I ask for help? How can I be an advocate for myself? I think the small starts in leadership come into children, the magic of being a kid, because we're creative, boundlessly creative, and are in the world in such a way that we're better learning. And I like to bring it back to ourselves, to
Awesome.
this or kind of toolkit or self that makes you want to grow and be a leader and be there for others, and to see that you are unique and brilliant and that the world needs you to be just who you are.
Wow. And with that, one thought that my mind goes to, really, children, when we come and work with you, we're really looking for that brilliance that exists inside of you. So it's our goal, and I believe I'm speaking correctly when I say this, really our goal is for everyone to bring out their own superpower and really think about, what does it mean for you to be a leader of social change, and what does that mean for you? We're looking for your own brilliance that we're going to forever leave for a legacy at Madison Elementary School. So thank you so much, Amy. Children, I hope you're excited. Teachers, I hope you have an opportunity to share that PowerPoint that Amy sent and just get an idea of what this mural is possibly going to look like and what it's going to represent for future generations. So Amy, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great day. Can't wait to work with you all and talk about this mural and make it awesome.